What's up guys, PC here, and today we're going to be diving into the all-new Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. Now this is obviously Samsung's latest flagship and it brings some quite interesting upgrades to the table. But the question is, are those good enough to set itself apart from its big brother, the S24 Ultra? Well, let's find out. But first up, the design. The Galaxy S25 Ultra is lighter than S24 Ultra, 15 grams to be exact, and is 0.4 millimeters thinner. And it also has a titanium body with a more compact molecular structure for increased durability. Now pair that up with updated Gorilla Glass Armor 2, which Samsung claims is 29% tougher than last year's version. And this phone, with all these stuff, is ready to take some hit, okay? But if I want to talk about the aesthetics, the S25 Ultra, well, it looks sleeker, but I'll be honest with you, I'm not the biggest fan of the design. The cameras has rings, which I'm sure you can guess where the inspiration came from. Well, this phone also features new flat edges instead of the rounded sides, which is something that I thought that gave Samsung its own character, but I guess we're not doing that anymore. Well, it looks sharp, like quite literally. It's not as comfortable to hold as a phone, with more rounded edges designs like the Pixel 8, maybe. And the colors, well, Samsung's trying to be a bit dull this year. The new titanium silver blue and the white silver options are exactly, I wouldn't say it's groundbreaking, and it's the back panels are the only things that are colored, leaving the size untouched. Personally, the lack of bold standout options is, especially in the flagship phones, I'd say it's a missed opportunity. Alright, now let's talk about the display. We've got a slight size bump to 6.9 inches with 15% smaller bezels. It's the same QHD Plus AMOLED panel with 120 Hz refresh rate and up to 2600 nits of peak brightness, which is still impressive, but not an upgrade from last year. Now what's new is Samsung's HOP3 display technology, promising better touch response, improved image quality, and enhanced battery efficiency. Speaking of which, battery. The battery remains at 5000 mAh, but thanks to Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy chip and better energy efficiency, you get about an extra hour of video playback. The 40% layer vapor chamber and the new thermal materials help manage heat better, addressing thermal issues seen in some early devices with this chip. But performance-wise, the Snapdragon 8 Elite brings about 30 to 40% boost, putting Android performance on par with, or even ahead of Apple's flagship chips like the iPhone 16 Pro Max, which is something that I'm using to record this video right now. And I'd say the best part is that the S25 Ultra starts with 12 gigs of RAM across the board, and it's a powerhouse, no doubt. Alright, now let's move to the cameras. Now on the camera front, the upgrades are, I'd say, more subtle. The ultra-wide lens jumps from 12 megapixels to 50 megapixels, which is great for ultra-wide and macro shots, but Samsung has also tweaked the software with its Pro Visual Engine for faster shooting and smoother zoom transitions. There's also a new AI image processor for better selfies and a best face feature that uses on-device AI to choose a perfect shot from your motion photos. Video also gets some upgrades too, with 10-bit HDR recording, log mode for post-production flexibility, and a spatial thermal filter that reduces blur in moving objects while keeping static objects sharp. One caveat though is that Samsung seems to have removed Bluetooth functionality from the S Pen, which is something, it's absolutely absurd because most people use it for air actions to take photos or wherever, but they've decided not to do that this year. Alright, now let's talk about cool stuff, the software and Galaxy AI. The S25 Ultra, it really shines in front of the iPhone's Apple Intelligence, I'd say that, because the new One UI 7 brings a fresh, clean design with endless customization options, as you would expect from Samsung. And Samsung is pushing AI really, really hard this year, and this phone's AI suite it's quite impressive. It's not amateur as Apple's. And you've got features like cross-app actions, where you can like hold the power button and say, find the next like concert near me and add it to my calendar, and it'll handle everything in one command. There's also AI Select, which is something that I use every single day. for intuitive text and object selection, natural language processing in settings, and even a now bar that curates personalized updates directly to your lock screen. Now, Samsung's also integrating AI into video calls and transcription. You can record calls, get full text transcriptions, and even summarize conversations using AI. And for videos, there's an audio eraser tool that isolates voices and removes background noise. Well, the catch: Samsung's advanced AI features will be free until the end of 2025, but after that, they'll likely lock many of these features behind a subscription paywall. Nope, they have not provided any pricing details yet, but this could be a concern for long-term users. I think what they're going to do is that they're going to put all the on-device AI processing for free, and everything that you need to connect to the cloud with, you're going to have to pay for that. Well, if I want to talk about my final thoughts on this one, is it worth it? I say the design changes and AI upgrades are solid, but it's clear that it's more of a little bit of refinement here. If it comes from S24 Ultra, the improvements, I don't think you're going to notice any. Because honestly, I think S24 Ultra was the peak of Samsung smartphones. Because that looks beautiful. Clearly better than the S25 Ultra. Because the rings in this phone looks ugly. Take no, Samsung. And so that's been it for today. And thank you for watching. And I'll see you tomorrow.